to meet all of you, particularly the teachers and principals. Every day I meet teachers, every day I meet students, every day I meet principals. I thought of telling you a great teacher. When I was a 10-year boy, in the 5th class, you know, my teacher, his name is Sivasubramani Iyer. I was a 5th class student. We were 55 students. When the teacher enters into the classroom, we saw in him radiating the knowledge. Radiating the knowledge. When he was entering the class, of course, the British India at that time, Sivasubramani Iyer, when he enters the classroom, he was radiating purity of life. What you want to learn? What you want to learn the class? You are learning the radiation of knowledge. You are learning the radiation of purity of life. Your syllabus is over, isn't it? That's the type of life I was introduced when I was a 10-year boy. And Sivasubramani Iyer, we were 64 in his class. It's 1941, British India. Second World War was going. He said, "Dear students, I am going to today teach you how birds fly." He went to the blackboard. He said, really it was a blackboard. No, he went to a blackboard and put a sketch of a bird, put wings and tail and nose, started explaining how birds fly. Most of us did not understand. 64, I think only 5-10 people understood. Then that day evening he took us to seashore, Rameshwaram seashore, showed us the seagulls flying and why they flap the wings, how they change the direction. Within 15-20 minutes, what he did in the class for half an hour, and the experiment combination, he did a fantastic job. I know how birds fly. Any good teacher can teach you how birds fly. But that day, my teacher, Sivasubramani Iyer, injected me what should be my aim in life. The way he taught how birds fly, the way how he explained, that day I was injected, my life is going to be in terms of something to do with flight, something to do with flight science. I didn't know what is flight science. But the teacher injected in me when I was a 10-year boy that I must look for flight and flight science. Really it happened. I asked my teacher, "Tell me, sir, if I have to do flying, what should I do?" He said, "You take physics." I took physics. Then I did aeronautical engineering. After aeronautical engineering, I became a rocket engineer, and space technology started flying in life. But the teacher was responsible. The teacher, you may be great teachers. Remember, every one of you responsible for creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking and makes a lot of difference. So I would like to congratulate all the principals I understand there are 500 principals and many teachers and many coordinators. I congratulate all of them. Friends, when I was giving awards today, Nachiketa Award, this Nachiketa, interesting character in life. Every one of you should read about him. He is the son of a great saint and Muni. I have heard the discussion between Nachiketa and his father. He revolted against his father. He said, "Father, you are sacrificing a lot of animals, poor animals, starving animals, and you are not giving well-to-do animals for sacrifice." Then this discussion extended. Nachiketa discusses the Yama. That's a classic. The way the discourse takes place with Yama and Nachiketa is a classic. So I was honored. I was really impressed. These ladies and a few gents got the Nachiketa awards, and it's a fantastic award, I tell you, because you are going to great human being. How a young man revolts against his father, how a young man revolts against Yama. That's the story Nachiketa has. Every one of you should read and get benefited. I would like to greet Professor Anjali Sole, Mayor, Nagpur City, and Dr. Mrinalini, Convener, PEC, and Vijay, Principal Advisor, Rajesh Goy, Patron, and Dastur Patron, and Mrs. Rachika Dastur, Co-Convener. All of you principals and teachers, my greeting salutation to all of you. Friends, before I go to my text of my talk, what I have prepared for you, I want to narrate one incident a few months back happened. I was in Malaysia on the invitation of the Malaysian government. Then they told me there's a place called Penang, island of Malaysia. There's a university. We want to give you PhD there, free PhD. You know, that means you don't work, free PhD. So you have to go and receive that also, give a talk to us. I went there. Then most interesting thing happened. They told me, the conveners told me, today we are taking it to a street, it's called Street of Harmony. Street of Harmony. And Street of Harmony, I entered around 4 o'clock. And when I entered 4 o'clock, I found a big crowd. A big crowd, the cars, the whole street have been jam-packed. Nothing is moving, except I was moving. I was moving. And because I have to go, I got a mission. Why is it called Street of Harmony? Very interesting. Why it is called Street of Harmony? First thing I entered and did a prayer was St. Thomas Church. It's a very 1,000 years old church. I entered and did the prayer there. Then there is a Mariamman temple, a southern temple, southern India temple, is a Mariamman temple. Next place of halt was Mariamman temple. Each place for movement took me 15-20 minutes because of the crowd also following me. Then came a very interesting place, a mosque.